Hi, welcome to the My Life Retreat and the beginning of the 60-day wellness journey. I wouldn't let you start without any direction. We start tomorrow. We won't have a call until Thursday. So today, you're getting this video to get you going, to remind you to start preparing for tomorrow. And you'll also be receiving, because I know some of your books and materials have not gotten there, a PDF of the first few chapters you should start reading. And then I'm going to walk you through a little bit more about what we're going to start doing tomorrow, which is the 7 areas of intention. Hopefully you've already signed up for Weight Watchers. There was a link so you could get a free month, and hope you'll start that tomorrow as well. And then starting the My Life Retreat. Okay, so what's so great about the My Life Retreat is this is the first 10 days of the 60-day adventure. The first 10 days is more, I call it immersive. So you really focus on all the 7 areas of intention. You treat it with respect as if it is a retreat, as if you are on vacation. You make priorities so you can do self-care, go get a massage, go take a nap. You'll make it a priority to do meditation, to do some exercising, to clean your body. So all of these for the first 10 days. And the promise is that when you do these 7 areas consistently over a period of time, you will have the space of mind, the presence of mind to be, and the clarity to get the guidance that you need to make the best decisions for your life, the healthiest decisions for your life, and you feel better and healthier no matter what you're dealing with, because it creates that bigger space at a higher level that you can deal with anything. And there's a few quotes that I just wanted to, I will pepper in, and you'll see it throughout the book too. I love quotes, certain wisdoms, but you have, your potential is bigger than any problem that you have. So you have the answers within you. We're going to start doing more positive self-talk, more change in your mindset, more thinking more higher level. When we focus, when we get, I've said it before, a job evaluation or some criticism, or our partner says something, we focus on that one thing that's negative more than we do the things that are positive. In this 60 days, we're going to turn that around and use our higher level thinking, which is more positive, which is based on love and compassion and positivity. We're going to totally switch and use that. So when you find yourself in negative self-talk, oh, I'm too this, or I'm this, or this doesn't fit, turn it around and say, oh, but how great I look, how wonderful this is. Well, here's the other 1,000 things that's wonderful with me. So 1, it's changing the mindset. I went on several, the themes in this are universal: stillness, exercise, eating right, positivity. You're not going to hear anything that's going to make you say, oh, I don't even know if that's right. Everything will resonate. So the practice that we have is to do it together, and to do it consistently and all together. All of these things, that's where the power is, okay? You're going to customize. You're going to customize I'm going to say a lot of things. You're going to customize and create your own curriculum. What works for you won't work for someone else. Someone else may have lost a loved one recently, and you maybe had a surgery that's got you. So you're coming from different places, or maybe it's the job, or maybe it's the weight. Everyone has their own thing, but everyone has something, and that's because we all sort of live on this planet together. This is the conditioning of where we've come to, and there is a way to come and rise above it, and is a better way to deal with the stresses that we have of the world, and that is really what this is about. So I want you to get ready. You start tomorrow. Don't worry. If there's anything you don't want to do, don't do it. But always come back to, why am I even taking this journey? And so I want you to try different things. I want you to be willing to see things differently. It all comes back to mindset. And I want you to hear me ringing in your ear when you're starting to be negative, or when there's something that's different. You want to change your mindset. You want to practice changing your mindset. So don't worry. I want you to remember your childhood, some of those things that you did, that your parents did, or that you have asked your kids to do. There are also universal themes that we should continue to do even when we grow up, but we don't. Such as go to bed early, eat your vegetables, say thank you and please, be kind to people, share, say your prayers. I think that's it. I think you get the point. Those things don't go out of style. Those are things that we knew to teach our kids and we were taught, and we should still do them as adults. That's what brings about a healthy body, and that's what keeps a body healthy. And so now that we're adults, we get away from those because we have the freedom as adults to do what we want, and we get away. So bring yourself back to a childlike mindset, to what's good, go play, go outside, be in nature. So that's another mindset position I want you to take. Ask yourself, this is one to write down, if this situation were to persist, what qualities would I need to develop to overcome them or to achieve happiness? So if whatever your situation that is resistant to your best health, whether it's weight or medications or, depression, or just some sense of something's not right here. If that was to persist, what would you have to develop? And that is the thing that you want to focus on during this journey. Is it patience? Is it detachment from the situation? Is it, I don't know, but you will know, and you will have the space to know which is the best thing for you at this time. If you've suffered a loss, if an anniversary is coming up, reminders that often happen at the holidays or Christmas later in the year, but it could happen at any time. It's difficult. Everyone has to take time to process. Also, just again, start with the mindset of bringing in more of the memories or positive memories that you have to help as you balance out dealing with some memories or losses that you have. Okay, so it's a practice. Nothing is easy. I know some people are feeling anxious about starting this. Some people maybe haven't given it any thought at all. So this is just good for everyone just to get started. There's 3 things I want you to understand. We're calling these the universal laws, and they start the book out. And all about mindset shift. The first understanding is that everything, we are all one. We're interwoven, and I compare it to a tapestry. Like one string, it takes all these strings together to make a tapestry or a fabric, and so we are all connected in that way. And that'll be a theme. You sort of have to, we say it, but you have to believe it. Ask and you shall receive. That's the universal law. Number 2, the law of attraction, karma, the golden rule, however you want to think about it. But what you put out is what you get back. So we're using a higher level mentality, higher level thinking, using more intuition, more gratitude, more thankfulness. You will get that back. That feeling of satisfaction, of fulfillment, of belonging and compassion. The more you put it out, the more you get it back. That's the universal law number 2. It's the truth. And then finally is the third universal law is that given the understanding 1 and 2, then when you have an intention or a desire, you've created the space, you've put it in the quantum, at the level, at that higher level of thinking. When you're on that plane, you can then start to manifest the things you want. You can start to create the health you want, because you'll be at a more mindful level that you'll be paying attention to what you eat and how it makes you feel and that energy that it brings you, because you'll be coming from a higher place and you'll be present and aware and paying attention. So these sort of understandings, those 3 understandings of how things work, hopefully will help motivate you to, as each day, each decision as you go, it's just a one day at a time thing, to think of things in such a way that allow you the space to make the best decision, okay? Why transform? We talked about that a little bit. What will you lose? You'll lose the idea that you have to suffer or life is horrible, or you'll lose the victim mentality. That's what this transformation is. It's not just a mentality that, I'm not saying that nothing's ever happened to anyone. We all live this life where we have good times and we have bad times. Overall, though, it's a good life, or it should be a good life. It's what's been promised to us. It's what God would have for us, and it's where we're going. If we don't have it now, then that's what we're about to create, and it's within our power. What will you gain? You will gain the transparency and the clarity to hear what is for you. So I want to just take you through some of the practicalities. There's three ways we'll always look at things. One is the practical side, which is the worldly side here. The other is the higher consciousness side, which is the universe or the spirit, however you perceive it. And then one is maybe from another person's view, or from an outside viewpoint. So for the practicalities to get this 10 days going, I want you to start looking at scheduling doctor appointments, and not just for this 10 days, but during this 10 days, you can schedule them for, within the next 8 weeks. But start thinking of doing self-care. So get a calendar out, start scheduling your doctor's appointments to make sure that your health is up. Spa treatments, I'm all for that. Go pepper in, in the first 10 days, as many as you can, but certainly over the 60 days, things to make you feel good. That's the self-care part. It doesn't have to be the spa. It can be anything that it feels good to you. I like candles. I went out and just bought a whole bunch of candles that were on sale, and my home is nice and beautiful and smells good. Go grocery shopping. Think about how you want to eat. Hopefully clean. We've got the Weight Watchers tracking, but it's the quality of food. And we'll talk about the mindful eating in a minute. If you can take days off, ideally it would be, you would take the whole 10 days. This would be a real retreat. You just wouldn't travel anywhere. And I know that's hard to do, and I know that wasn't really planned for many of us, and that's a big thing to plan. But if you do have time off, or on the weekend, this is 10 days, so it will cross a weekend, the days that you have off, try to take the entire day to be intentional about all the 7 things that we're talking about here. Really know and realize you are on a wellness journey. You are on a wellness retreat, and put yourself in that and just do that. Be on a retreat, a staycation. So really embrace it. Okay, those are the practical things. Also, the daily agenda. Here's what you're going to start doing tomorrow morning, and here's the point. And it's going to be in the PDF of the book you're going to look at, and with some pages to jot down. So you will have everything in this email, in the links to get started, and then you will have the book in your hands in the next day or two if you don't have it now. They went out, so you'll have it this week. Okay. Here's the points. There's 24 points. These 7 intentions are divided. You get points for each of them. Sleep, 8 hours of sleep is 8 points. If you only sleep 6 hours, I'm going to say sleep in silence. So if you only sleep 6 hours, but stay silent the other 2. Don't turn on your electronics, your TV, and start to get busy. Okay? Sleep in silence. Meditation is 4 points. That's 2 points for each time, preferably 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. A minimum of 5 minutes. It would be great if you got up to 30 minutes, 45 minutes before this was over. You may just stay at 5. It may be something you don't pick up, but I believe meditation is one of the biggest changes that you can make that will help you achieve this higher level thinking more consistently over time, because you can do it. You could stop in the middle of the day and take a few breaths. You can stop yourself and make sure that you're thinking in the right and positive way. Eating, mindful eating, that's another 4 points, and that is the WASP, no WASP system, WASP, no white flour, no alcohol, no sugar, no processed foods for the first 10 days. Every time you eat one of those per day, that's a point off, okay? So you get 4 points towards the 24 points, but if you have a drink, or if you eat sugar or processed food, it's 1 point off. So really in the big scheme of things, if you drank all day, it's still just 1 point off. That's not an encouragement. It's just to say it's not designed to be punitive. It's just designed to be mindful, okay? So that you're mindful that you're losing that point, not that you're losing a lot of points for it. That's hopefully what the tracking and Weight Watchers would help you do. But this isn't about like the weight piece. It's about being mindful about the healthy things you're putting in your body, or the unhealthy things that you're putting in your body. That is what this mindful eating is about, okay? Journaling and daily affirmations is 2 points. Exercise is 2 points. Self-care is 2 points. And kindness and gratitude is 2 points. So every day, you know, I'm suggesting that you wake up in the morning, you do your meditation, you do some journaling, your daily affirmation, that gets your day going. Then throughout the day, you're doing your mindful eating, getting some exercise, and scheduling, you're doing something for yourself, your self-care. Kindness and gratitude, that should just be the ribbon that goes through everything that you do. But certainly if you can go out of your way to do something special for someone, write a handwritten note, give a special thank you, some recognition to someone, some appreciation for someone else. Remember, what you put out is what you receive back. So it's really in your own self-interest to be kind and show gratitude to people. You're gonna do these 7 things with intention every day starting tomorrow, and that is the beginning of your wellness journey. And then throughout the rest of the seven weeks, we'll talk about each of these things in more detail, but you will incorporate as many of them in your daily life as possible. You'll see what works, what doesn't work. There'll be other resources that I'll point you to, and you'll be able, again, to build your own robust curriculum for what works for you and what doesn't. Let's see, I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I just want you to have these pieces so as you get ready for tomorrow. So take tonight, spend some time in quiet, go to bed early, take a bath, take a shower, set your space where you're going to be able to meditate, a quiet space for you alone. Get some nice things for yourself. My daughter used to have a robe. It was my robe actually that she took when she was a little girl, and she would just rub it like the blanket, like on Charlie Brown, just security. You know, we called it a softie. If you want something that is your special during this, like your comfort thing that brings you back, brings you present, brings you good feelings. Like for me, it's candles and good scents. I like to walk into a room and just feel like, I just love it. If yours is crystals or scents, you know, your special pajamas, your favorite t-shirt, whatever it is that you want to bring into this process so that it's a bit of a comfort. If you don't need or want that, that's great too. But I'll continue to offer things that you might say, oh, I didn't even think about it. Because again, think about when you were a kid. Sometimes there was favorite things that you had that didn't necessarily make sense, you know, or your favorite backpack, your favorite shoes, your favorite whatever. Wear them, wear the hell out of them. This is your time. You know, wear the same thing every day if you want to. You figure out you, but just get your comfort, choose your comfort things. Take advantage of the one-on-ones with me. We'll set them up. You can use Calendly whenever my calendar is open. We can talk. I know some people are feeling anxious, and I am here already to talk. So don't feel like I'm too busy. I heard that you're too busy. No, I'm not. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing for the next 8 weeks. I am also doing it. I have things, and we'll be talking about them. You know, on starting tomorrow, I won't be drinking for this next 10 days, and I love wine. Everyone knows I love wine. But I also know that I get way too mellow and not as productive, and then sometimes I just don't do as much stuff as I probably should. So here's a couple of quotes. I love Rumi, philosopher, poet. You'll see it throughout the book, quotes from him. What you seek is seeking you. You're going to get to where you want to go much quicker than you think if you just dedicate, stay focused, because what you seek is seeking you. Your health and wellness is already within you. It's just covered up. You just have to get rid of the crap, and it's going to be right there. Your circumstances have no ultimate power to determine your life. Okay? So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I want you to surrender to the process. There's a couple other notes I wanted to, respect the process, make it a big deal. Like I said, I'd be great if you dreamed about it. Go buy books, talk to your friends about only positive things. Like, you don't need anyone to judge or to decide if what you're doing is right or wrong. I mean, really, that's part of what we're trying to overcome, is what other people would have for us. We need to do what is right for us, what is our full potential that we're trying to unleash. But definitely set your intentions. That's the big deal. Setting your intentions, doing your daily affirmations, and going about the day awake, present, mindful, okay? Have a good week. Congratulations on taking the step to start this journey. Have a great day tomorrow and every day, and I will talk to you again on Thursday, okay? Love and light.